Anton Vernquist, and I'm from Sweden. I immigrated to the United States in the 1800s. Here are my journal entries, or at least some of them. Dear Journal, it is time to pack for the journey. I have to pack for my wife and my daughter, Astrid. The bad news is we can only bring one trunk. The good news is no one will be left behind. We only know of two things to pack, the Swedish Bible and our Swedish love knot that we'll place in our new home. My wife says she is bringing her jewelry box, which is fine with me. Astrid hasn't decided what to bring yet, and I hope she decides soon because it's almost time to leave. This is Anton Vernquist signing out. All right, Miss Journal. Okay. Dear Journal, I'm skipping the journey here. We've traveled, and I'm traveling to Wisconsin. We traveled a long way on horses with carts from Green Bay to Leona, Wisconsin. In Leona, we met our relatives and are staying with them in their home. I'm working in the logging camp near Blackwell, about 30 miles from Leona. It is hard work, and I am away from my family a long time. My uncle has invited me to come work in the iron mines with him in Michigan. But for now, we are staying here. Things are going well for my daughter and my wife, too. Astrid is learning English very well. We are staying in our relative's home. It is nicely built. All the men here are excellent builders and workers. There are also lots of different kinds of people here from everywhere. There are Indian people, Germans, Norwegians, Finlanders, French Canadians. Many are also Indian, Russians, English, Scots, and Irish people. I'm working very hard, but this is an exciting new life. Anton signing off for now. Your Journal, I'm writing a year after my last entry. After a year in Wisconsin, our family has decided to go to Upper Michigan. I work in the iron mines there with my uncle. It is a little more dangerous than logging was, but it pays more. We also have more family here, and there are lots of other Swedes here too. My wife makes me meat pies to take into the mine for lunch. Keep them in my pockets. They are really tasty. She puts rutabagas in them, along with venison, potatoes, and carrots if we have them. It is nice to have our native Swedish vegetable here, rutabagas. It makes it feel a little more like home. We are saving all of our money to buy a nice farm to grow more rutabaga, carrots, and wheat for bread. Then I won't have to work in the mines anymore. I think that coming to America was a very good choice for my family. Now, let me show you what I brought along on the journey. These are some china that my wife has brought along with her. There's also a cup with it. I'll get that right now. These two patterns are Swedish patterns. And this is my church hat that I wear when I go to church and when I'm traveling. But this is the hat that I wear mostly when I need to keep my head warm outside in winter. There's a little loop up here so I can hang it somewhere. And this is some cloth and yarn that my wife can use to fix my clothes if they ever get torn. And she can also make whatever she wants with them too. And our Swedish love knot that was in our home before is now in our new home. We put it in our home to keep love and peace in our home. So then comes this. This is the Swedish Bible. I should have my name on here somewhere. I guess not. Okay, so I should probably wrap this up again. And this, I believe this is this is my wife's jewelry box. And inside of it, she doesn't have her jewelry in it right now. This is my pocket watch string. My pocket watch broke, and this used to be twice as long, but not anymore. Okay, so I'm going to go on to the rest. Oh, well, here's this. This is Astrid's church doll that she can play with in church, because, well, sometimes it's hard to be quiet during the whole thing. And this is just where my wife keeps all her supplies. And then to the rest of the books. This is a songbook in Sweden that we use in church. In Swedish, I meant to say. And I know I have my name in here somewhere. Yep, right here. And this is Astrid's book for learning English. If we don't learn English, then we can't pass the test on Ellis Island. So, go on to the last one. But, the history of America in Swedish. My signature here. And that's all.